So if I were to say add newsletter, first of all, when you create a new newsletter, this one didn't have any branding or whatever, but automatically now this logo will be a good size to start with. Your footer's turned on. You flip a switch if you want the bar on, like, and your logo will be here, right? So you don't have to figure that stuff out anymore. That's a new update that we just did. But let's just go ahead and do like a link teaser here. And I'll tell you one thing that I love that Google has done, like if I come over here and if I type in like latte and then I type in news, it's really, really good for local stuff. Like everything's up on top. This is kind of a different layout than what I've been seeing. Like if I type Las Vegas, see this here? I think this is just so cool, right? Like I get all my top stories like right away, right? But if I were to come over here and set the content, I'm going to go ahead and paste it. Okay, now it knows a little bit of something about what my, can you mute her, please? It knows a little bit of something about what my newsletter is about, right? So now that it does, I can come over here and say, okay, now go ahead and create my subject and go ahead and create my pre-header. All right, now that I've done that, okay, you might notice this section right here says SEO settings, guys. There's nothing there. But as soon as I save this, by default, what it's going to do is when I come down here and if I open this up, you're going to see that it's going to go and it's going to pull in the title that I can override and it's going to pull in the description. And then I can go ahead and if there was an image here, it would have brought it in by default. But I can go ahead and just put this image here. And this is the SEO settings. Okay. So now that I save that, all right, what needs to happen now, and I still don't think he's done it right. Gee, I want that switch to appear before we put it to approved, right? I confirm it, which will go away. But now that I've got my SEO settings here, I can just go ahead and turn on the archive. Does that make sense? So this is what you're missing here, Robert. You might need to do a hard refresh or something. So,
Mhm.
and it could be like what G said, like we're not going to create the SEO settings till you tell us what your page is about.
Yeah, so on his test, what he was missing was he just brought in the link teaser, but there was no content. So once he has the content, or maybe he can work it with the ones that he published, he should see in there. So, Robert, what you're trying to do is like go inside the link teaser and try to add the image. That's not where we do it.
Oh,
From what I
okay.
said earlier, like if you add an image and if you didn't do anything with the SEO settings, what we are doing is the first image that you add, that is going to show in the archive. So that's what you're seeing on the archive settings right now.
From my understanding from an email that I sent in to support, there's only 4 boxes or something that's supposed to have the archive image in it or the feature image in it, which is I think the combo box, link teaser, article, and I forget what the other one is. Is that correct?
Right, but this is the image that's going to go in your archives. It only comes from here.
Okay. Okay,
Does
so
that make sense to everybody? I want to make sure everybody gets this. And here's the thing. This will not show. It will when we create the article now, because the article won't have this, right? It'll only have this. But for the newsletter, this will not show until you've completed this. This can't be completed until it knows what you're doing over here. So
mm,
watch, if I were to do this again, look, if I were to do this again, this time we're going to do something a little bit different, right? I'm going to say add newsletter. And I'm just going to drag a combo block over there, but I'm not going to do anything with it, right?
okay.
So I can't do it doesn't have the subject, it doesn't know what it's about. But if I say Starbucks and I say vanilla latte for $11, go pound. Seriously, that's what I paid the other day. Go pound sand. All right. Now, now it knows a little bit about what your newsletter is about. So we come over here. Now look, right? It generates a subject. It generates a pre-header. Now that I have that, if I click save by default, it will pull that down to here. But I can override that if I choose to. Now I put my featured image in, I save it, and now that I've done that, what's going to happen, guys? I'll be honest with you, my developer did not do what I wanted him to do yesterday. That switch, as soon as you click save, that switch should be up here. Now, understand with the archive, it still won't show up in your archive till you've published it. But that switch should appear without you having to do this and then having to do this. This is going to go away. Okay, that switch should appear. And when it does, you'll just flip it on. And then whenever it is published, it will appear in the archives. So the archive is now separate from your SEO settings.
Okay,
Does that make sense?